All right, as I mentioned, we're going to go into the digital questionnaire. So welcome back to the next part of nurturing your leads with 8-touch automation in 3 days. So what does that look like? All right, it's a digital questionnaire. I will show you what it looks like, and then I'll show you how to build one for yourself. This is a digital questionnaire, and all it is a Google form. Simple as that. You basically set up a questionnaire for your sellers, and you let them know when selling a home. Let the Jackson Tracy team do the heavy lifting. You can put a little message, a description there, and then they click next. And when they click next, it asks for their information. And yes, it does go out over the phone digitally, uh, and they can just do it from their mobile phone. And guess what? The success rate of getting this thing filled out is a lot higher than you having to do it over the phone. And here's the big plus with this. I talked about the ABCD lead nurturing checklist and script. Well, there's a lot of questions on that script that require you to ask for their phone number, their name, the type of home they're looking for, how long they lived there, all these different things that you got to ask in the script. Well, you can stop asking those type of questions when you're working with sellers or buyers and just simply let them know that you're there to help them. You basically spend pretty much 80% of your time on the phone instead of about 50-50. So it now goes to 80% of the time on the phone, 90% of the time on the phone is building the rapport. And then you just mention to them, I'm going to forward you a questionnaire to let you know exactly how we can help you best, and how if you fill this thing out to the best of your ability, then that gives us an indication of what we need to do for you and how we obviously can get the most work done in the fastest and most efficient time. So something along those lines when you send them out this questionnaire, but they know, first off, no one else is doing this. So they see this questionnaire and they fill it out a lot faster because we keep our mobile phones on us all the time. But how much more efficient are you as an agent knowing that you don't have to pull over to the side of the road and have someone fill this stuff out? So if you can create a questionnaire, do all these different little techniques to help you stay in front of clients instead of working on the paperwork or dealing with the um, process itself, then of course your business is going to triple because you have more time to meet more clients. And that's the goal here. So now that you've seen the questionnaire, what I'll do is show you how to create a questionnaire. Not really that difficult, but if you go to Google Forms, if you don't know how to get to Google Forms, then you're gonna have to, open up a Google account first. And when you get a Gmail, then all these tools come as part of that. Then you go to Google Forms. If you're not sure how to go to Google Forms, get to Google Docs first, and then hit this little button over here where it says main menu, and it'll show you all the different ways to get to those different things. And you get to your Google Forms. Once you get to Google Forms, you click the plus button, and once you click that plus button, there you have it. We name the form, the seller questionnaire, our little description, and then each question. Now, the really good thing about Google Forms is all these options come up when you start the form. And it gives you, whether you want a short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down menu, you want to upload a file for people, whatever it is. It also allows you to put hyperlinks in here so that people can click from there to a second place or third site or whatever it is you're trying to do, third party site from here. It offers a chance for you to put the date in, the time in, whatever it is. And then once they finish filling this out, it actually goes to an actual Excel or Google sheet. And once you finish getting all the information and questions in here, all you do is click this button here, the three buttons on the side over here, and always click get email notifications, because if you don't, when they fill out this form, if you haven't gotten a notification, you're going to have to constantly remember to go back and look for the spreadsheet. When if you click get notifications by email, then it's going to notify your email that someone has filled this form out, and then you can know to go look at it. So once you finish that, then you want to click create the spreadsheet. It's going to ask you, do you want to use create a new spreadsheet, or do you want to select an existing spreadsheet? So if you're keeping information in different places, that's where you want to go. But you create a new spreadsheet here, you click create. Now there's a spreadsheet associated with this form. If you do this online, a lot of times there's a pop-up blocker, so you just have to make sure that you click allow pop-ups. So once you do that, it'll allow you to access that form. So the key for us says view responses in the sheet. Now you have a Google sheet with the responses from that form. Once you name it, it'll have it there. Whatever questions you came up, it'll put it across here. And guess what? We talk about tracking everything. This is done for you. Now, the amazing thing about Google Sheets is it connects directly to the software that we talked about using a platform called Zapier. And if this is all something you're interested in, I'm going to give you a link to reach out to the guy that sets all this stuff up for you. And all you got to do is get a hold of him, and he will tell you basically how to set up the autoresponder platform that we use. And then you just have to look on some videos on YouTube to figure out how to tie Zapier into that. But it's pretty simple. He will actually tell you how to do that as well using Zapier and connecting your actual Google Sheet to the autoresponder. So this is a really simple system, and I'm going to make sure you get in touch with the right people so you can set this system up for yourself. But again, this is the primary way that we like to get people automated on the system. So as you can see, using this digital questionnaire will actually help separate the curious from the serious for one. But you just got a chance to see how simple it is to set this thing up. And that way you can spend your time building rapport while the questionnaire does all the work. If this is a tool you think will be great for you, then by all means, reach out to the person who sets this up for me. It basically does the 8 touches in 3 days, all automated. It improved our response rate from 31% to 55%. And really all you got to do is click on this link here. It will take you to the sign up page, and he will give you a demo so that you can, kind of try it out first, make sure it's what you like. But I personally vouch for the software and would love to see you automate your process so that you can get the same level of success and triple your listings. Hopefully that's been really helpful. I think that's going to wrap it up for this particular block. And with that, we will go to module 4, which is doing world-class listing presentations. All right, I'll see you in the next video.